Have you ever stepped into someone's home and found yourself utterly mesmerized, whispering, "How do they do it? How is it always this perfectly clean?" You might be stuck in a frustrating cycle where no matter how relentlessly you scrub dust and tidy, the relentless tide of mess inevitably rolls back in. What if I told you there's a profound, almost mystical secret that separates the perpetually organized from the endlessly overwhelmed? A secret so potent it will redefine your entire understanding of homekeeping. This isn't about exhausting cleaning marathons, nor is it about spending your entire weekend waging war against dirt. This is about working smarter, not harder, and cultivating a deeply satisfying sense of order and peace that spills over into every aspect of your life. Today, the curtain's finally pulled back. I'm about to unveil the 12 remarkably simple, yet profoundly effective, daily habits that people with the cleanest, calmest homes absolutely swear by. These aren't big, daunting tasks. Each takes mere minutes, but accumulates into an astonishing transformation. Prepare to discover the fundamental shifts that grant a persistent sense of accomplishment and clarity, embodying the very essence of focused discipline, often spoken of by masters of mindful living. Listen closely, because the very last habit on this list, one most people astonishingly overlook, could be the single most powerful key to unlocking the truly organized, truly inviting sanctuary you've always dreamed of. If you're genuinely ready to finally wave goodbye to endless clutter, lingering stress, and hello to a home that effortlessly radiates freshness, calm, and constant welcome, then let's unlock these secrets right now. Habit 1. They effortlessly make their bed every morning. It seems almost ridiculously simple. Yet this small ritual possesses an astonishing power to fundamentally reshape how you approach your entire day. Picture this. Have you ever walked into a bedroom only to be immediately confronted by the disarray of an unmade bed, instantly making the whole room feel chaotic and unfinished? Conversely, the simple act of straightening your sheets and fluffing your pillows each morning acts as an immediate visual reset for your bedroom, instantaneously making it appear cleaner and far more inviting. It's a remarkably quick task, taking less than 2 minutes, yet it provides an instant shot of accomplishment and control, even before your day has truly begun. This subtle shift in habit sets a powerfully productive and organized tone, a silent promise of discipline that resonates throughout your waking hours. Indeed, research subtly confirms what many have instinctively felt. Those who embrace this daily ritual often report a heightened sense of agency and control over their lives, in stark contrast to those who habitually leave their beds unmade. Imagine returning home at the end of a long day. Do you truly wish to be greeted by a tangled mess, or a serene, neatly arranged haven beckoning you to relax? Aim not for impossible perfection, but for the satisfaction of having completed your first small win of the day. Habit 2. They skillfully declutter as they go. Have you ever found yourself gazing bewilderedly around your living space, a question forming on your lips? Where in the world did all this clutter originate? The pervasive truth is clutter rarely materializes overnight. Instead, it slightly accumulates little by painstaking little until it feels like an insurmountable mountain. This understanding is precisely why individuals blessed with the most effortlessly pristine homes adhere to an elegant, unspoken commandment. They steadfastly refuse to allow clutter a foothold in the first place. Rather than perpetually postponing cleanup until a colossal cleaning day becomes inevitable, their genius lies in the immediate return of items to their rightful places as soon as they've finished using them. This proactive vigilance seamlessly integrates tidiness into their daily rhythms, keeping their entire dwelling perpetually organized without the burdensome sensation of ever being engaged in cleaning at all. Reflect for a moment. How many times have you casually placed something down? A forgotten coffee cup, an errand book, a discarded pair of shoes, with the fleeting intention of addressing it later, only to rediscover it days or even weeks hence, still languishing in its temporary purgatory. Now magnify that unconscious tendency by dozens of similar small acts of delayed return each day, and behold the genesis of chronic clutter. Yet when you purposefully cultivate the discipline of immediate return, your home astonishingly remains neat and presentable, with minimal, if any, additional conscious effort. Embrace the transformative one-touch rule. If you pick an item up, consciously endeavor to return it to its designated spot right then, rather than merely displacing it to yet another temporary landing zone. Devote a mere 30 seconds to this swift repatriation for items such as your reading glasses, the television remote, or a thoughtfully folded blanket. The more diligently you weave this simple habit into the fabric of your day, the less future deep cleaning you will ever have to contend with. Here's a liberating revelation. A space devoid of clutter not only provides aesthetic pleasure, but astonishingly contributes to a palpably clearer and more tranquil state of mind. Habit 3. They mindfully wipe surfaces daily. It's remarkable how swiftly even the most immaculate room can lose its luster. A few stray crumbs clinging to a countertop or a whisper of dust gracing a tabletop can instantaneously disrupt the entire atmosphere, casting a subtle veil of disarray over an otherwise tidy space. This keen observation underpins a foundational habit cherished by those whose homes consistently gleam: the daily practice of swiftly wiping down surfaces. This quick, almost unconscious ritual demands mere seconds of your time, yet stands as an unwavering sentinel, preventing the insidious accumulation of dust, dirt, and minor spills before they can solidify into daunting challenges. As a result, the demanding specter of overwhelming cleaning never looms large in their routine. Consider the relentless traffic experienced by surfaces like your kitchen counters, bathroom vanity, or your omnipresent coffee table. These high-contact areas are relentless magnets for fingerprints, remnants of meals, and the invisible debris of daily life, gathering far more rapidly than you might imagine. Now conjure the image of your morning routine, greeted by the crisp, unblemished expanse of sparkling kitchen counters. An instantaneous surge of freshness and invitation permeates the entire room. The sheer brilliance of this habit lies in its low barrier to entry. You don't need an arsenal of expensive specialized cleaners. A simple, lightly damp microfiber cloth or a minimalist spritz of diluted white vinegar is often more than sufficient to restore surfaces to a pristine, radiant shine. Effortlessly weave this act into your daily rhythm. A quick swipe after preparing a meal, a post-brushing polish of the bathroom sink, or a thoughtful pre-relaxation pass over your living room tables in the evening. It truly is a minute well spent, granting your entire home the surprising appearance of having just undergone a comprehensive, professional deep clean. As a significant bonus, when surfaces are already maintained in a state of consistent cleanliness, the subconscious impulse to allow clutter to gather upon them is dramatically, almost magically diminished. Habit 4. They strategically do a load of laundry every single day. Does the thought of laundry perpetually feel like incessant labor? A ceaseless, ever-multiplying chore where a momentarily empty basket defiantly overflows again the very next day. This perpetual cycle of overflowing hampers and daunting piles is precisely why those with consistently immaculate homes have entirely re-engineered their relationship with laundry. They adamantly refuse to allow it to ever amass into a daunting mountain. Instead of procrastinating until there's a formidable, towering accumulation of clothes demanding an entire weekend's dedication, their ingenious solution lies in the rhythmic, manageable washing of a single, smaller load each and every day. This simple yet profound habit maintains an iron grip on the laundry room's inherent potential for chaos, transforming the often dreaded tasks of folding and putting away into swift, unburdensome affairs. More importantly, It masterfully prevents the overwhelming paralytic feeling of confronting an impossible amount of work, replacing it with a liberating sense of sustained control. Ponder the profound difference. Would you rather exhaust several precious hours enduring a marathon of multiple laundry loads on one single dedicated laundry day, or invest a mere 10 minutes daily, effortlessly maintaining par with the influx of soiled garments? The choice, once seen, is elegantly clear. Assume the traditional concept of a dreaded laundry day altogether. Instead, integrate the commencement of one small load into your daily bookends, either first thing in the morning or as a calming evening ritual. Be it a few shirts, a selection of towels, or whatever resides modestly in the hamper, the daily consistent approach is undeniably quicker, unequivocally easier, and far less physically taxing than the Herculean effort of grappling with a colossal week's worth of fabrics all at once. Here's a delightfully liberating bonus. When your laundry never reaches critical mass, you are liberated from the sudden anxiety of realizing you've run out of that favorite shirt, those crucial work trousers, or a much-needed towel. Your wardrobe, like your home, remains perpetually ready. Habit 5. They righteously never leave dishes over. And imagine this scenario. You awaken bleary-eyed, shuffle into your kitchen, and before your first sip of coffee, your senses are assaulted by the jarring sight of a sink overflowing with the fossilized remains of last night's dinner. Instantly, a heavy cloak of stress descends, prematurely souring the freshness of a new day. This ubiquitous experience is precisely why those who preside over the most serenely clean homes maintain an unwavering cardinal rule. Dishes are never under any circumstances left for the morning. The sheer psychological delight of beginning your day with a pristine, empty kitchen sink is unparalleled. It effortlessly instills a feeling of readiness, cleanliness, and quiet preparedness throughout the entire culinary heart of your home. Conversely, the demoralizing vision of accumulated dirty dishes first thing immediately establishes an unfortunate precedent, making it feel as though the day has begun with an already mountainous chore, stealing your morning's natural rhythm. Envision an alternative. As dinner concludes, instead of yielding to the alluring but ultimately treacherous whisper of "I'll just deal with it later," you invest a mere 5, perhaps 10, dedicated minutes. In this brief interlude, you efficiently hand-wash all the items or deftly load the dishwasher. The result? When your eyes open the following day, your kitchen extends a peaceful, impeccably organized, and blessedly stress-free welcome. Cultivate the proactive habit of cleaning as you cook, systematically washing dishes or placing them in the dishwasher immediately after each meal, and crucially, giving your sink a final purifying wipe down before you retire to bed. These fleeting minutes, though seemingly inconsequential, hold the formidable power to meticulously set the tone for a gloriously fresh, productive, and ultimately more joyful morning. Here's a wonderfully surprising psychological domino effect. The sustained clarity of a spotless sink, subtly but powerfully, compels you to maintain the tidiness of the rest of your kitchen, with a heightened sense of effortless commitment. Habit 6. They righteously control paper clutter daily. Have you ever truly observed the relentless speed at which paper seemingly reproduces itself, infiltrating every available flat surface in your home? Bills, ubiquitous junk mail, an endless cascade of receipts and forgotten newspapers. Left unchecked, this ephemeral forest of paper can swiftly colonize your countertops, dining tables, and even the cherished spaces of your mind before you've had the chance to fully register its encroaching presence. This universal battle against the paper deluge is why those celebrated for their pristine homes approach this specific form of clutter with unwavering daily resolve. Rather than passively allowing it to metastasize into an overwhelming paper beast, their mastery lies in addressing each piece immediately, directly at the moment it crosses the threshold of their home. Ponder the familiar scenario. That stack of freshly retrieved mail carelessly deposited on the counter with the innocent yet deceptive internal promise of "I'll sort this out later." A few days morph into a week, and suddenly what was once a modest stack has metastasized into a disheveled, unmanageable mountain of unopened envelopes and miscellaneous documents. Now, contrast that with the serene effectiveness of handling incoming paper as an immediate mindful act. Junk mail, identified in an instant, gracefully takes its leave into the recycling bin. Pressing bills find their secure sanctuary in a designated organizer, and important letters are. This seamless, less than a minute discipline remarkably keeps your home consistently imbued with a sense of cleanliness, organized order, and the liberating feeling of being wonderfully clutter-free. To initiate this transformative habit today, simply place a small inconspicuous basket or a slim organizer near your entryway, the very portal through which paper often arrives. Dedicate a quick moment as you enter to instantly triage and sort the mail. Then commit to a swift weekly 5-minute session dedicated solely to the shredding or filing of any documents no longer necessary or already acted upon. When the seemingly trivial but actually potent threat of paper clutter is decisively brought under control, your entire living environment will resonate with a palpable lightness, a profound calmness, and a welcoming spaciousness that deeply nourishes your soul. Habit 7. They diligently let fresh air in every single day. Have you ever stepped into a home that, despite its meticulous cleanliness, somehow felt stuffy or stale, with a subtle heaviness lingering in the air? This often overlooked detail unveils a profound truth. A home isn't merely defined by what is visually immaculate, but equally by its very feel, its underlying atmospheric quality. Individuals blessed with the freshest, most vibrant homes intimately understand this subtle yet powerful secret. They make it a non-negotiable habit to open their windows every single day, even if it's for just a fleeting few minutes. This simple act is remarkably effective. Fresh air acts as a silent broom, diligently sweeping out accumulated dust, dispelling lingering odor, and alleviating any oppressive stuffiness, leaving the entire dwelling feeling discernibly lighter, more invigorated, and profoundly more inviting. Consider a typical scenario after preparing a delicious meal. Have you ever noticed the persistence of cooking aromas, how they stubbornly linger in the air? Or during the colder months, when windows remain tightly sealed, how the indoor atmosphere can gradually acquire a distinct, almost suffocating denseness? Now, envision the transformative power of simply cracking open a window for just 10 brief minutes in the morning. The invigorating rush of fresh air immediately, dramatically refreshes the entire space, bestowing an instantaneous sense of newness and clarity, even if absolutely nothing else in the room has visually altered. Weave this life-giving ritual seamlessly into the fabric of your routine. Open your windows as you savor your morning coffee, allowing the revitalizing breeze to cleanse the dawn air. After your cleaning endeavors, swing open a window to quickly dispel any lingering chemical scents, leaving behind only crisp, clean freshness. Even in the depths of winter, permit a tiny crack, a momentary breach in the seal, to allow the stale air its much-needed escape, and the invigorating chill to briefly reset the internal atmosphere. Here's a profoundly personal bonus. This dedication to inviting fresh air isn't solely a boon for your living space. It possesses a remarkable capacity to invigorate you, fostering a greater sense of personal energy, mental clarity, and refreshed well-being. Habit 8. They consistently dust high-touch surfaces daily. It's an uncanny phenomenon. The sheer speed at which that faint, almost imperceptible film of dust manages to settle on your pristine furniture, your carefully curated shelves, and your myriad electronic devices. One day everything appears impeccably fine, utterly unsullied. The very next, a telltale delicate shroud of dust seems to have materialized, coating everything with an unwelcome layer. Even in a home where every other element sings of cleanliness, the presence of visibly dusty surfaces can paradoxically undermine the entire perception of tidiness, making the space feel neglected, somehow subtly unkempt. This pervasive challenge is precisely why those homeowners lauded for their impeccably clean abodes proactively tackle dust bit by meticulous bit every single day, rather than permitting it to establish a persistent, aggravating presence. Why does this seemingly minimal daily ritual yield such monumental impact? Dust, at its core, is not merely an innocuous eyesore. It constitutes a composite of various airborne particles, shed skin cells, fine pet dander, microscopic fibers, elements that possess the insidious potential to trigger allergies, irritate respiratory pathways, and ultimately diminish the quality of your indoor air. By engaging in daily targeted dusting, you decisively interrupt its widespread dissemination, ensuring your home consistently radiates a tangible freshness. Moreover, by embracing this philosophy of daily bite-sized effort, you permanently banish the specter of ever needing to embark upon an arduous, soul-sapping marathon dusting session ever again. Consider a real-life example. Recall the countless surfaces within your home that you intuitively touch and interact with on a daily basis: your inviting coffee table, the central hub of your television setup, the comforting nightstand beside your bed, even the subtly ignored upper surface of your refrigerator, all silent accumulators of fine dust. Now, imagine absent-mindedly tracing your finger across one of these surfaces after just a few days of neglect. Invariably, you'd find yourself confronted with a telltale visible streak, a clear testament to the silent, persistent settling of airborne particles. But conversely, if you commit just 2 minutes of your day to swiftly wiping down these high-traffic surfaces, they remain immaculately clean, perpetually polished, and consistently radiate a welcoming, pristine ambient. To seamlessly weave this powerful habit into your daily fabric, the simplest strategy is key. Keep a clean microfiber cloth or a small, easily accessible duster stationed conveniently in a high-traffic area, always within arm's reach. Each day, with focused intent, select merely 3 to 5 surfaces that typically experience high contact. Perhaps your coffee table, a nightstand, the television screen and its remote, a segment of your bookshelf, or a section of your kitchen countertop. The beauty of this approach lies in its liberation from perfectionism. There is absolutely no compulsion to dust the entire house in one go. Instead, channel your brief effort towards the areas that bear the brunt of daily use. The transformative bonus here is profoundly simple. With consistent daily dusting, your home will radiate a continuous sense of freshness, effortlessly prepared and perpetually welcoming for impromptu guests, even at the shortest notice. Habit 9. They consistently tidy up before bed. Have you ever woken from sleep only to amble into your living room and immediately feel an overwhelming cascade of dread wash over you, confronted by the accumulated detritus and mess of the preceding day? The sheer oppressive weight of a cluttered space, particularly as the first visual of your next morning, holds the power to unfairly infuse an entire day with an undercurrent of stress even before it has had a chance to properly begin. This fundamental truth profoundly underpins a cornerstone habit cultivated by individuals who consistently maintain the most impeccably clean homes. They dedicate a mere 5 to 10 minutes each evening to a targeted reset tidying session before they retire for the night. This seemingly small, almost trivial nocturnal effort remarkably compounds into a monumental difference by the time the sun rises again. Why does this particular habit resonate with such powerful efficacy? Your home, when mindfully cared for, functions as an incredible psychological reset button for your mind and spirit. When you consciously engage in tidying before dark, you orchestrate the pleasant reality of waking into a pristinely fresh, beautifully inviting space. Instead of being visually ambushed by the lingering aftermath of yesterday's chaos, you are serenely ushered into the new day with an inherent, deeply grounding sense of calm and assured control. Think honestly about this. Have you ever succumbed to the tempting procrastination of leaving a pile of dishes to stagnate in the sink overnight, only to greet them the following morning with a palpable pang of regret? Or experience the immediate disheartening sigh upon entering your living room, the immediate mental pronouncement that, I absolutely have to clean this up before I can even consider sitting down and relaxing? Now, in stark, glorious contrast, vividly imagine the profound sensation of rising into an innately neat, perfectly organized home. There are no telltale dishes in the sink, no chaotic scattering of clutter across your tables, only a vast open expanse of peaceful space, entirely ready and welcoming for the promise of a new day. A perfect real-life application of this wisdom. As your day gracefully draws to a close, and you eagerly anticipate the sweet embrace of relaxation, instead of passively abandoning scattered items to their fate, consciously commit just 10 focused minutes within this brief restorative window. You swiftly fold any discarded blankets, straighten languishing pillows, and effortlessly clear off tabletops. Stray items, perhaps a book, a forgotten pair of shoes, or anything that has drifted from its rightful place, are gently returned. A quick, satisfying sweep or wipe down of high-traffic areas, like the bustling kitchen counters and the inviting expanse of the living room, concludes your nightly ritual. The magical outcome: when you awaken the very next morning, your home greets you already feeling intrinsically fresh, harmoniously organized, and genuinely, deeply inviting. To seamlessly initiate this deeply impactful habit today, simply set a 10-minute timer just before you plan to go to bed, and consciously engage in a swift reset. Channel your focused energy primarily into the main living zones, the heart of the kitchen, the social hub of the living room, and the personal sanctuary of your bedroom. Make this thoughtful tidying as innate a part of your evening routine as brushing your teeth. And here lies the unparalleled benefit. When you consistently initiate your day from within the embrace of a meticulously clean and organized space, you will discover a profound, effortless surge of motivation to naturally maintain that pristine state throughout the unfolding hours. Habit 10. They strategically keep cleaning supplies within easy reach. Have you ever noticed an insidious pattern at play? The very act of cleaning seems to require monumental effort, a colossal commitment, precisely when your essential cleaning supplies are inconveniently stashed away, forcing you into a frustrating search mission. Perhaps you spot a recent spill on the pristine kitchen counter, and the fleeting thought flickers, "Oh, I'll definitely get to that later." But as fate would have it, by the time you actually summon the motivation to locate your rag and spray, the liquid has solidified, transforming into a stubborn, far more recalcitrant stain demanding arduous scrubbing to remove. This fundamental human tendency toward convenience is meticulously understood by those who embody pristine homes. They ingeniously render the act of cleaning effortless by keeping their arsenal of supplies immediately and effortlessly within arm's reach, rather than embarking on a frustrating treasure hunt for a spray bottle or a suitable cloth. They operate with remarkable foresight, often having a compact cleaning caddy already brimming with essentials, perpetually ready for deployment. Their innate understanding: when a task is incredibly convenient, one is profoundly more inclined to simply do it. Imagine this plausible scenario. You're in your bathroom, and your eye catches that inevitable, slightly unsightly smear of toothpaste in the sink. If within arm's reach resides a simple cloth and a readily available all-purpose cleaner, that minor imperfection is effortlessly, instantaneously vanquished in mere seconds. But contrast this with the situation where your cleaning supplies are exiled to a remote linen closet or another room entirely. In that instance, the tiny smudge is all too easily dismissed, ignored, and over time it compounds, accumulating into a larger, more formidable. Now turn your gaze upon your own living space. How incredibly, wonderfully simpler would your life become if you established a small, thoughtfully curated cleaning kit in every single high-use area of your home. Embrace this elegant, transformative strategy. Secure a pristine microfiber cloth and a versatile multi-surface cleaner, perhaps tucked neatly beneath your kitchen sink. Maintain a compact duster and a glass cleaner readily available within your living. And most importantly, ensure that disinfecting wipes and a discreet toilet brush are conveniently stored within the confines of each bathroom. This deliberate decentralization empowers you. Whenever your gaze falls upon something requiring a touch of cleanliness, you are equipped to instantly address it, neutralizing the burgeoning mess before it has the opportunity to morph into a significantly larger, more arduous chore. And here's the liberating, often underestimated bonus. When the very act of cleaning is transformed into a convenient, almost unconscious extension of your movements, it miraculously ceases to feel like a tedious chore. Instead, it fluidly and naturally integrates itself into the harmonious tapestry of your daily routine, becoming an effortless expression of care for your environment. Habit 11. They effortlessly keep floors clean with a quick daily sweep or vacuum. Have you ever walked barefoot through your own home anticipating the comforting feel of smooth flooring, only to recoil slightly as your soles encountered an unwelcome army of crumbs, a whisper of dust, or the faint? While seemingly a minor annoyance, this small sensory affront possesses a surprising power. It can unilaterally render your entire home feel inexplicably messy, even if every other surface and detail gleams with perfect cleanliness. This potent, yet often underestimated truth underpins a core habit shared by those whose homes consistently radiate an effortless polish. They dedicate a mere few minutes each day to swiftly sweeping or vacuuming their high-traffic areas. The sobering reality is that floors serving as the relentless front line of our daily lives act as unparalleled magnets for more dirt, grit, and microscopic debris than we often truly comprehend. It's a stark paradox. Even if your countertops are immaculately wiped down and your cherished furniture meticulously dusted, the undeniable presence of unclean floors can instantaneously, irrevocably convey a pervasive sense of uncleanness throughout the entire space, undermining every other effort. Ponder this. Have you ever postponed the simple act of sweeping for a few days, only to find yourself utterly taken aback by the astonishing accumulation of dust bunnies and errant debris that seem to have materialized out of nowhere? Suddenly, what should be a straightforward task escalates, morphing into a daunting, overwhelming chore far beyond its actual scope. Yet here lies the elegantly simple secret. There is absolutely no necessity to embark upon a Herculean deep cleaning of your floors every single day. Instead, rather than patiently waiting for the visible signs of dirt to manifest, individuals with the cleanest homes have instilled the routine of performing a swift, effortless pass with either a broom or a cordless vacuum in precisely those zones that endure the most concentrated foot traffic. Embrace this simple yet profound routine. After the bustling energy of cooking, dedicate a swift moment to a fast sweep of the kitchen floor, effortlessly collecting any fugitive crumbs before you settle down for the night. Invest 2 minutes in a quick, targeted vacuum of high-traffic conduits like your main hallway or the well-worn paths within your living room. If you share your home with beloved pets, strategically position a lightweight, cordless vacuum in an accessible spot, enabling lightning-fast touch-ups throughout the day whenever rogue fur or tracked-in dirt appears. This modest, seemingly insignificant daily habit requiring a mere 5 minutes of your time, operates as an incredibly effective preventative shield, relentlessly impeding the formation of accumulated dirt. The profound result: your home maintains a consistent, unwavering aura of freshness, without ever requiring you to commit to additional arduous work. And here's the deeply satisfying, almost surprising psychological bonus. When your floors are maintained in a perpetual state of inviting cleanliness, your entire home miraculously feels instantly brighter, unmistakably fresher, and profoundly more inviting. A space that truly welcomes, truly breathes. Habit 12. They lovingly take time to enjoy their clean home, what fundamentally is the ultimate purpose of meticulously tending to a clean and organized home. If you consistently neglect to actually pause, inhale, and fully luxuriate in the tranquil, inviting space you have so diligently cultivated, the most enlightened individuals, those who truly embody the clean and serene lifestyle, understand with unwavering clarity that a tidy living environment transcends mere aesthetic appearance. Its deepest essence lies in its capacity to deliberately, artfully forge an atmosphere where they can genuinely experience peace, find profound comfort, and feel utterly, deeply at home. All too frequently, we fall prey to the modern imperative of relentless productivity. The moment a cleaning task is completed, our minds automatically, impulsively dart to the next item on the unending to-do list, preventing us from ever truly pausing, truly appreciating the hard-won fruits of our diligent labor. Yet, the simple, intentional act of dedicating just a few precious minutes to thoughtfully enjoy your space possesses a remarkable capacity to dramatically, even transformatively, impact your overall sense of well-being and satisfaction. Imagine this scenario. You've just completed your daily tidy-up, the subtle scent of fresh cleanliness lingering in the air. Instead of instinctively rushing headlong into your next obligation, you consciously make the choice to gracefully sit down, perhaps cradling a steaming cup of tea in your hands, the warmth seeping into your palms. Maybe you light a soft, comforting candle, its gentle flicker casting inviting shadows. Or you immerse yourself in the calming embrace of a cherished book nestled securely in your most comfortable armchair. You allow yourself a deep, unhurried breath, drawing in the peace, truly appreciating the pristine, tranquil expanse surrounding you. This habit, profoundly simple in its execution, serves as a powerful, resonant reinforcement of why you consistently engage in these myriad small daily routines in the first place. A clean home ultimately is not just another chore to be ticked off a list. It is a profound, generous gift you meticulously create and bestow upon yourself. To begin embracing this most crucial of habits today, following your daily tidying ritual, choose your favorite comfortable spot within your newly refreshed home. Allow yourself the grace to simply sit and relax for a few dedicated minutes. Consider lighting that candle, or perhaps gently opening a window to invite the crisp breath of fresh air in, or softly playing some soothing music to fully envelop yourself in the peaceful ambience you've meticulously cultivated. Better yet, extend an invitation to a cherished friend for coffee or tea, allowing yourself the joyous experience of sharing and delighting in the welcoming, orderly space you so lovingly brought to life. The quintessential secret to maintaining a perpetually clean and harmonious home is not exclusively found in the act of performing the work itself, but profoundly, beautifully, in the deliberate act of appreciating its magnificent results. And here lies the most uplifting, self-perpetuating bonus. When you consciously choose to cherish and enjoy your space, that profound sense of appreciation naturally ignites an intrinsic desire to consistently, effortlessly maintain its beautiful condition. Bringing it all back home, a quick recap and a powerful challenge. We've meticulously explored these 12 incredibly impactful habits, the very cornerstones upon which seniors with the most beautifully clean, serenely stress-free homes build their peaceful living spaces. Before we truly wrap up this conversation, I want to leave you with one final resonating thought. Maintaining a consistently pristine home isn't a relentless battle against dirt, nor does it demand endless hours of exhaustive scrubbing and organizing. Instead, it is an exquisite dance of embracing small, thoughtful, yet incredibly consistent choices, each one designed to simplify your life, not complicate it. And here lies the truly profound secret, a wisdom echoed by those who live with intentionality and presence. The cleanest homes aren't just tidy on the surface. They radiate an intrinsic calm. They are incredibly welcoming. And above all, they are an absolute joy to exist within. Therefore, here is my direct, exhilarating challenge to you starting today. Which single habit from this comprehensive list will you commit to implementing right now? Choose just one. Perhaps it's the liberating discipline of making your bed every morning, the peaceful evening ritual of tidying before bed, or the immediate satisfaction of wiping down surfaces daily. Try it. Truly commit to it for just 1 week, and observe with wide-eyed wonder how this seemingly minor shift dramatically transforms your physical space and, by extension, the internal landscape of your mind. Now, I'm genuinely eager to hear from you. Out of these transformative habits, which ones do you already weave into the fabric of your daily life? More importantly, which single habit are you truly excited, genuinely motivated to embark on trying today? Please pour your thoughts into the comments below. I absolutely cherish connecting with you and hearing your insights. If this video has unlocked a newfound sense of clarity or motivation within you, do me a kindness and gently tap that like button and subscribe for a continuous stream of tips dedicated to simplifying your life and nurturing a beautiful, stress-free existence. Thank you so profoundly for watching, and I look forward to joining you again very soon in the next inspiring episode.